We've got a quarter of the world's e-commerce running through PayPal. So that's why we've got 45 analysts following us. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm so excited about it going forward. So look, I love being an underdog. I will take all of that feedback and we'll shock the world.
Yeah, you think you're going to shock the world. How are you going to do that?
We've got an Innovation Day coming out on the 25th, where from the first week that I got there, this was not about trying to figure out what to go do. It is very clear what we need to do. 24 will be a transition year for us, but it'll be all about execution, and it starts with innovation. So on the 25th, we're going to come out. We have very clear customer-backed innovation that we will be rolling out for consumers, for our merchants, for Venmo, and I think it'll be a good start to this year.
Anything you can tell us at this point? Obviously, I don't want you to ruin the rollout, so to speak, but when you say you sort of have a very clear idea of what you have to do, and then you say innovation, any specifics you can provide?
Well, look, PayPal hasn't delivered the value proposition to its consumers or its merchants over the last few years that I think we're capable of. We have more data. We see exactly what people are purchasing around the world. So we need to make a better value proposition for consumers, put more money in their pockets. For our merchants, we have the ability to leverage AI to deliver an incredible improvement in their conversion rates. And then we have to let our small businesses and our consumers connect, leveraging AI-driven personalization.
And you believe that, for example, using the data more effectively for particularly the merchant side can bring, higher profit margins? I mean, how does this translate?
Well, look, we have over 35 million merchants that are using PayPal. When we improve their conversion rate, it improves their business, it improves our bottom line. We're kicking things off.
PayPal is one of the world's leading online payment platforms. It was founded in 1998. PayPal has revolutionized the way we transfer money online, making transactions faster, easier, and more secure. PayPal shares have had a wild ride from a peak of $300 in July 2021 to a low of almost $50 in October 2023. Price has been in a consolidating range for nearly 18 months. However, lately prices have started to show signs of strength, which is why we are interested in the stock. PayPal stock is currently trading at $73.36. The market cap is $75 billion and the price-earnings ratio is 17.8. They do not pay a dividend. PayPal released their second quarter earnings on June 30, 2024. PayPal Q2 earnings beat estimates and the stock jumped nearly 8%. Following a big retracement, price has continued to move up and showing rising relative strength compared to the broader market. PayPal Holdings reported non-GAAP earnings of $1.19 per share for second quarter 2024, which improved 36% on a year-over-year basis. Net revenues of $7.9 billion exhibited year-over-year growth of 9% on an FX-neutral basis and 8% on a reported basis. Growing transaction revenues drove year-over-year top-line growth in the reported quarter. Accelerating U.S. and international revenues further drove the results. Top line in detail. By type, transaction revenues amounted to $7.15 billion, 91% of net revenues, up 9% from the year-ago quarter. Other value-added services generated revenues of $732 million, accounting for 9% of net revenues, up 0.1% year-over-year. By geography, revenues from the United States totaled $4.55 billion, 58% of net revenues, up 8% on a year-over-year basis. International revenues were $3.33 billion, 42% of net revenues, up 8% from the prior year quarter. PayPal witnessed a year-over-year decline of 0.5% in total active accounts to 429 million in the quarter under review. The total number of payment transactions was 6.6 billion, up 8% on a year-over-year basis. The figure missed the consensus mark of 6.9 billion. PayPal payment transactions per active account were 60.9 million, which improved 11% from the year-ago quarter. The total payment volume was $416.81 billion for the reported quarter, indicating year-over-year growth of 11% on a spot rate basis, as well as on a currency-neutral basis. Operating details. PayPal's operating expenses were $6.6 billion in the second quarter, up 6.6% from the prior year quarter. As a percentage of net revenues, the figure contracted 130 basis points on a year-over-year basis. The non-GAAP operating margin was 18.5%, expanding 230 bps from the year-ago quarter. Balance sheet and cash flow. As of June 30, 2024, cash equivalents and investments were $13.6 billion, down from $14.3 billion as of March 31, 2024. PayPal had a long-term debt balance of $9.73 billion as of June 30, 2024, compared with $9.68 billion as of March 31, 2024. PayPal generated $1.5 billion in cash from operations in the reported quarter compared with $1.9 billion in the previous quarter. The free cash flow was $1.4 billion in the second quarter. The company returned $1.5 billion to its shareholders by repurchasing 24 million shares. Guidance. For third quarter 2024, PayPal expects year-over-year mid-single-digit growth in revenues. Non-GAAP earnings per share are expected to exhibit high single-digit growth on a year-over-year basis. For 2024, PayPal anticipates non-GAAP earnings per share to see growth of low to mid-teens from that reported in 2023. The company expects low to mid-single-digit growth in the transaction margin. The free cash flow is projected at $6 billion. Management also expects to repurchase shares worth $6 billion. One of the reasons for the falling share price has been concerns over competition from other online payment providers. Although total payment volume is increasing, the cash flow has been relatively flat for some time. PayPal has brought in new management to try and change things. It is clear that they have to innovate and grow, otherwise they will lose out to other payment providers. One encouraging step is the move to form their own stablecoin. This will enable easier cross-border payment, and this is one area that they should concentrate on. The other thing is to concentrate on expanding Venmo monetization and innovating things on this front. We rate PayPal stock as a moderate buy. As you can see that the stock is showing relative strength recently compared to the S&P 500. The share buybacks will result in higher EPS next year, and this will boost the share price. If we look at the monthly chart, there is potential for the PayPal share price to go up to $120. But this will depend on the fundamentals not deteriorating and the broader market continuing to be bullish. If you only deal with stocks, then the ideal entry point would be around $67 and below. Unless you have a strong fundamental belief in the company, a stop loss should be employed. We think that it should be around $60. A better way to deal would be to use options. Here we use the decay in time value premium of the option to our advantage. The suggested options positions are not investment advice. It is just an educational illustration on how to use options to leverage in a way that is advantageous to the investor. We take a look at the January 2026 put and call options chain. The idea here is to sell a put option on PayPal to fund a bull call spread. So ideally we don't want to be assigned. However, in a worst-case scenario where you are assigned, then you should be comfortable to own PayPal at that particular price. So if you want to own PayPal at $60, then you sell a put at that strike price. But as the strike price gets further away from the current share price of PayPal, the premium that we collect from selling the put option decreases. So the premium we collect for selling the $65 put is $7.12, and the premium we collect for selling the $60 put is $5.01. Once we have decided what strike price we want to own PayPal, we can then choose the bull call spread. In this case, we have elected to sell the $65 put and collect the $7.12 premium. Now looking at the call chain, we want to select a spread which will give us maximum leverage with a reasonable probability. We can choose to buy a $70 call and sell a $90 call and do a $70 to $90 bull call spread. We can also choose to buy a $70 call and sell a $80 call and do a $70 to $80 bull call spread. The probability of winning the $70 to $80 bull call spread is much higher than that of the $70 to $90 bull call spread. So we elect to sell the $65 put and use the premium collected to buy the $70 to $80 bull call spread. The cost of this spread would be $15.48 minus $11.10 equals 4.38. After buying this bull call spread, we have about $2.70 left from the premium collected. If in January 2026, PayPal shares are above $80, then we would have made about $1,700. If PayPal shares are below $65, we may be assigned the shares, but our net entry would only be around $63. We hope you liked this video and we hope we have provided value. Please like and share and help the channel.